Massive rally since last Tuesday, and the market is digesting this quarter point rate hike very well. And the way I would describe market sentiment is euphoric and giddy, similar to what we saw 2 years ago when the Fed provided a massive stimulus package and more than doubled the balance sheet. The balance sheet of the Fed is almost $9 trillion, and interest rates are only at a quarter point. And so the market is, you see meme stocks like GameStop, it's doubled off its lows from earnings just last week on March the 17th. And the NASDAQ futures are up about 17 points in 6 days of trading. And I see nothing but euphoria and giddiness in the market. Lots of bulls came down here and wanted to call a bottom. But what we're seeing from Jay Powell is what he said on Monday. Powell says inflation is much too high and the Fed will take necessary steps to address the fact that it's a little bit contradictory. Inflation is much too high, and then more aggressive 50 basis point increases if necessary. So if you don't know, the Federal Reserve raises interest rates to tame or fight inflation, and it has to be raised above the rate of inflation for it to take effect. And so if inflation is at 7%, if it was measured like it was in the early 80s, it would be at 14%. Paul Volcker raised interest rates to 20% in the early 80s, June of 1981, to fight inflation. And it's kind of a joke, 25 basis points. This Federal Reserve seems to be very protective of the stock market, even though they say they're not. But we continue to see inflation getting hotter. We had a hot inflation reading last month. It's even hotter this month in the energies. And you see crude oil and natural gas up today. And so it'll be very interesting to see what would happen. The next meeting is in May. And like I said 2 years ago, massive stimulus package 2 years ago today. And the market is always okay with surprise rate cuts and surprise stimulus. And not predicting that the market will actually, that the Fed will actually do a surprise rate hike, but it's something to be aware of, something to think about, and keep your head, to keep a watch for, because it is possible that it could happen if the Fed continues to watch inflation get hotter between now and the next meeting, much hotter, even though the Fed funds don't predict it, and even if no one is talking about this and no one is predicting it, it's something to watch out for if inflation gets much hotter. Wanted to point that out to you today and share that with you. Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.